Let's talk about sea change versus tree change. What might be the best opportunity for you to invest in over the coming years? Hey, my name's Luke and I talk about all things real estate, renovations, and financial freedom. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the sea change versus tree change and break down what might be a great investment opportunity for you. Now, there's been a lot of talk and hype about moving to the regional areas and moving to the beach and making the most of the lifestyle opportunities that are out there. Given that the coronavirus pandemic is causing people to be locked down in their homes, people that are on a nice piece of land or can access the beach and have better lifestyle may have better opportunities to enjoy themselves and relax and make the most of life. Now, research has shown that people who live in ideal locations, for example, like Byron Bay, that have a great beach, great amenities, a great natural landscape, that is a limited product. People who live in those ideal locations are likely to have better health, better wealth, and a better lifestyle overall. And that's because they can get access and be refreshed and renewed by the natural environment that they surround themselves with. Now, people who are out in the suburbs and don't have a nice location, a nice breeze, a nice view, may not feel the same benefits that the rich have in those ideal locations. So can you invest in ideal sea change or tree change locations that can give you these lifestyle benefits either as an investment or as a personal opportunity? So let's talk about the tree change to begin with. So moving regional, moving into those locations that are a few hours inland in Australia or up north or out west or wherever, depending on your geographic location, but moving to an area that has a smaller population that's maybe not so fast paced and might not be very close to a major capital city. Now, personally, I'm not so hyped on these areas, and I'm sorry if you're really keen on that tree change. I'm not hyped into buying into these areas as an investment opportunity, largely due to land supply. Now, land supply is a real issue when it comes to buying or investing in regional locations. Now, regional cities tend to have a city center, which is rather small, but you can drive within 5 to 10, 15 minutes and get to the outer suburbs of a regional location very quickly. Whereas in our major capital cities, you could potentially drive an hour and a half and still be located in populated suburbs, which have a commutable distance to the CBD. Now, I think these tree change locations are awesome. You could go walking, you can go hiking, you can catch the breeze, you can live a more relaxed lifestyle. So they're great for personal options, but for an investing option, the large land supply is what scares me as an investment opportunity. I don't think that investing in these locations will see long-term growth because more jobs are located in the major capital cities. Now, if you want to invest in a regional location, by all means do it because you're likely to get greater cash flows, and if that fits your strategy, go out there and smash it. But for me personally, I'm trying to build my wealth largely through capital growth and then through cash flow once we've got a capital base in place. So I wouldn't be looking at the regional locations just yet, and I don't see the demand being there with the endless land supply and the ability for builders to knock out new builds in no time. Now let's talk about sea change. You're capturing that ocean breeze, beautiful beaches, and plenty of time to yourself. Now, Australia has a beautiful natural coastline. Plenty of people love spending time at the beach. I'm a bit more bullish on people buying investment properties at beaches and, locations that have this sea change lifestyle because you're limited by land. And I know I'm talking a lot about land in this situation, but that's the key factor that I think plays into the mix of tree change versus sea change. With the sea change, there is no extra land that can be built closer to the water. If you're 50, 100 meters, 200 meters from the water, you can't get any closer to the water. The water may come closer to you through erosion, but that's a different story. But there is limited land supply when it comes to a beach location. Now, plenty of people have factored this into their prices over the years. I talked about Byron Bay earlier. There's lots of northern New South Wales beach locations and all along the coastline actually. We're talking about Kingscliff, Byron Bay, Cabarita. You've got Seal Rocks way down south near Foster. There's plenty of beach locations between southeast Queensland and Sydney that are really popular beach locations. A major one, for example, is Coffs Harbour. It's a large regional area, but it's what I'd call a sea change area. So it's got a bit of amenities, jobs, community. It's quite a large regional location, and it also has the beach. So if you could buy close to the beach in that area, just as an example, then you're likely to see more long-term demand over the future because you can't buy any more land closer to the water. Now, my personal opinion is that this land, because it has limited land supply, and there will be growing demand for people who want to live at the beach over time will grow in value. And that's where I see the sea change beating the tree change in terms of investment opportunities. Now, if you've made it this far, let me throw in some bonus points about investing in a sea change opportunity. So you want to buy within 2 hours drive of a major capital city. You want to buy where you have access to a local airport within 2 hours, and you want to buy as close to the water as you can, and potentially buy a renovator that you can add value to, potentially Airbnb or rent out long-term in a market that has high demand. You can look up the demand supply ratio scores in each of the suburbs that you're researching and get an understanding of how many people want to live in that area compared to how many properties are available for rent and available for sale in that location. It'll give you an understanding of what that suburb's demand is and whether it might be a good opportunity to buy. Now, there's plenty of metrics you need to look at, so do all your own research and due diligence. Or if you're looking help to buy property in the Southeast Queensland market, reach out to myself. I run a buyer's agency called Purpose Property, and we help people invest in property to work towards financial freedom. So that's been my points on sea change versus tree change, investment opportunities in each of those markets, and my thoughts around the long-term prospect of buying those lifestyle choices as an investment. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this video. Check a video out here if you're interested to see more things about property, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.